You've heard of adopting a cat or a dog or even a family for Christmas. Now the General Dodge House is asking you to adopt an antique. Lindsay Thies is live in Council Bluffs to explain. Lindsay?
Well, it's a step back in time when you can come and visit the Dodge House, which is open for tours and visits and things like that. I'm here with Corey Nelson. You're the executive director.
Yes,
so before we start talking about the Adopt an Antique event, tell me a little bit about the General Dodge House. I hear Dodge Street. Is that the same Dodge?
Shockingly, it's not the same Dodge. We sure wish it was either the General or his brother NP, but right now it's another Dodge, and maybe sometime we can change that.
So tell me about General Dodge, because he was the guy who lived here.
He did. So this was the home of General Dodge, his wife and their daughters, and General Dodge was a Civil War general as well as a phenomenal railroad builder with the Union Pacific, but he was also involved in many businesses. He built this house here about 1870 and then died here in 1916, so we're coming up on the 100th anniversary of his passing. But he was a phenomenal character in American history, so we're pleased to be able to show his home and many of their contents.
And the house is beautiful, but there, you know, as what happens with history, time goes on and they need some little TLC. So I understand some of the antiques as part of this Adopt an Antique event are not original to the home, but this chair that we're standing right here are one of the pieces that are up for adoption that are original. So tell me a little bit about this.
Right. Well, this chair here is called a Lincoln rocker, and it's basically a Lincoln-style rocker with the big sweeping arms. And some woodwork has already been done on it, but as you can see, it's missing everything else.
Yeah,
and so it's
wouldn't be too comfy to sit in.
Difficult to sit in. And so you can see the bag hanging here, and these are past layers of upholstery that have been on it.
And tell me what this is, because this looks like grass or something to me.
Yes, this is hog hair, and so this is just a really indestructible material, and that's what fills up the padding in many of the chairs and settees that we still have as antiques today. So they'll reuse as much of this as they can, and they'll add to it when they need to make it a full seat.
So is it as comfortable as like my coil springs on the couch?
It's probably not a lazy boy by any means that you can recline in, but certainly durable. And the furniture back then, as we know, far more durable than what we have today. So we have to exchange the comfort for the longevity, I guess, in this case. But this was a chair given by the General to one of his chauffeurs who lived on site in the carriage house. And then we have it on display. And it's been off display for over a year. And so we're really excited to have somebody adopt this. And then they'll pay for the restoration of it. They'll come back, they'll see the before and after. They'll be treated to a thank you lunch reception. And we'll be thrilled to have it back on the floor.
Definitely. So we're going to put some info on the screen so the folks at home can see when it's going on tomorrow and all that stuff. But tomorrow evening is when the event is. Right. What else do people need to know about the Adopt an Antique event?
This is a first ever, so it's our inaugural event for the Adopt an Antique. And October 24th starts at 6 p.m. We have great appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, drinks of all kinds. And you can see a whole assortment of furniture. So not just chairs and settees, paintings, mirrors, chandelier globes, a goblet. So the interest really is there for anybody's taste. And so we're hoping to make this into an annual event. Yeah. There's always pieces to restore. So we'll have a lot more in years to come. And it's an exciting way for people to donate to the house.
Fantastic. We're going to check back in with us a little bit later. We're going to learn more about some of the other antiques up for adoption. I'm going to take you to another room in this very cool old house. Jen, we're live in Council Bluffs. Going to send it back to you.
All right. Thanks, Lindsay.